But I thank Sheta them and the sponsors from Canada who help us to remove out the street. From now, I'm a boy, I'm a good boy who have some ideas, I'm studying, I'm eating a good food, different from the street. But may God bless you.
Back in 2006, when we made a mission trip, Josephine and I, seeing the boys from the streets coming to feeding program.
We prayed and we believed we were gonna find home for them, and we did find home for them a year ago, and now they have a beautiful home.
You know, we started off with street kids, bringing them into homes and creating that family environment, and it seemed to be working well.
There was no one else in his vision, John Clyde. It was just him and Neil, like I have a father figure right here. It was amazing to see that, and that's what sponsorship is. It's about these kids having a family they never had.
I had no idea, little idea, when I started, the background that Pappy came from.
This side, I slept under these trees. Jabos, we love to sit under the trees, and I sleep on the tunnel. There is many as I slept inside the tunnel. Yeah, this way is a good bed. It's a safe, there is no police come here. Okay. Well, we are many boys on the street. Some boys can, when you have much money, can take Jabosco and you go to bring beer and smokers. And it comes here and you can share the smoke and the beer and drink it. When you have finished it, everyone can sleep.
Let's get the money. Some people would give you money?
Yeah. Some people, when I see and David, can you give 100 and 500 and you go to buy food? But I lie you. Can you give and you come, you give small 500. When you give it to me and go back to bring some beer, some smoke. Yeah. When you have hungry and you drink smoke and beer, there's no problem.
And you come here and share your
you can share the food. And drink some beer, some smokers. When you have finished to eat, you can come and sit here. And no problem. When you see the police came and running there. Yeah. Police catch me two days.
They catch you for 2 days?
Yes, for 2 days. And go to the prison. The prison is received for 3 months.
So you were in prison for 3 months?
Yeah, 3 months from here.
So did Bosco end up being caught as well?
Bosco is go away 1 month, catch the police.
The police caught him and he went away for 1 month?
Yeah, 1 month. When I lost food and I lost money, and I go to attract some food on the road.
Some food that was thrown away on the road?
Yeah. Yeah, you can take banana trees and we put inside the soil, and you can take 2 days or 3 days and you remove, can becomes banana. Yeah.
Is that somebody else's trees? Would you be stealing the bananas?
Yeah.
You would steal the bananas?
Yeah. Others can jump and they take some mangoes and eat everything. We love to come here. On Friday, on Sunday, we came to eat food. We teach some Bible and some lessons and different game.
And so is this where you met Shelter Them and was able to get into a Shelter Them home?
We met Gilles and Mama. Mommy every day come. Bosco and Papi, come and you go to study, but you want to study. To give us some advisor, give us a good life. Then I think on mind, then after Jabos told me and Jacques-Claude and me we go at home.
Jean Bosco was the oldest child still looking for sponsorship at that point, and one of the things they told me is it's most challenging to find sponsors for the older children. And I read a little bit about him and a bit of his story. One of the things that jumped out at me was his desire to finish school and complete his education, and on top of it he just sounded like a really great kid. So I became a sponsor. I have been for 3 years now, and he's completely invested in a carpentry program. I've seen some of the work he's produced, and I'm excited to help him in any way I can to continue building his trade and building a future for himself. For example, Mike giving him the hammer and having a chance to look through this woodworking magazine and just seeing how excited we as sponsors are about what he's been doing. Even in a week, I've seen a big change in him, and it really just nails home the support, not just financial, but the emotional support you get from a letter. It pays enormous dividends, and even after this week I can see him doing even more than we'd imagined before, so I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, Pappy's a smart kid, and it was nice to see him go from just looking really ratty to someone who's doing excellent in school, and he's doing electricity, and he's really like happy to have a future.
The friends he's got. You know, he was the one who was, everybody was saying, hey Pappy, how's it going, and good to see you, and he seems such a leader.
He's definitely that guy.
Yeah, he seems such a leader, and to know where he came from, that's remarkable, and it wouldn't have happened without Shelter Them.
But I think Shelter Them when he removed this on the streets. Yeah, I thank Shelter Them, I thank sponsors, because this street is very, very bad. Yeah.
So you're very thankful for what Shelter Them has changed your life?
Yeah, changed my life.
Changed your life.
Ubwo mu kurya nabonaga ibyo kurya ariko nsabirije ku muhanda hari seta nari mfite ahantu haparikaga imodoka z'abakire nabona umukire aje nkavuga tuwamaye 100 tuwamaye 200 kugira ngo mbone ukonje bakaba barampaye nk'ijana nkayarya franga yo nabonaga nta kindi kintu yakoreshaga kuko nisima ngo ibiyobyabwenge kuko nagangikaga ninjoro nta nkwe ibiyobyabwenge ntabwo numvaga ijoro riri buki muri uwo muryango naje mu gato ya mukecuru mama niwe wanzanye kera ndi gato ndakana mbega na nubu ndi kubana nayo kandi ndi kwifuza ko izangira umugabo bite n'urukundo bamfashije ngiye ikintu ngira mu mutima wanjye kandi njya nereka n'Imana nuko nanjye ninkura nkabona akazi nkakabona akazi nkagira inzu yanjye nanjye nzagenda mfashe nanjye Shelter Them kandi ubwo nzafashe nanjye nzagenda mfashe Shelter Them nanjye mfashe Shelter Them bazaba ari munsi yanjye ari abato cyane n'abandi nzakora mu muhanda nanjye Shelter Them kurukundo yanjye nanjye nibyo nifuza.
And so we've just heard a little story, I guess, of how these guys came from street boys here in Kigali to how they've become young men now getting educated through the Shelter Them program. So what a great story, a great testimony of these guys, a great testimony of what Shelter Them is doing in the lives of children here in Rwanda, and we just hope that you would continue to support these boys.